One of the Democrat Party's workers for their plantation, those folks that they say are refugees, this dude had already been deported once, went after U.S. Attorney John Sarcone. Now, John Sarcone is the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of New York. This guy has been town attorney for Eastchester, New York. He was general counsel for United Federation of Special Police Officers, managing partner in the Sarcone law firm, Dillon and Sarcone LLP. He was the regional administrator for General Services Administration, and now he's a U.S. attorney for Northern District, like I said. He was walking the streets of Albany, New York, which, by the way, is a cozy little place. Last time I was there, it wasn't, you know, horrible place that I saw. I actually enjoyed what little time I got to spend there. But he had Saul Morales-Garcia, 40, originally from El Salvador, come after him with a knife, lunged at him. Thankfully, Sarcone's good to go, but let me let you hear a clip from the local news on this. Also, I'm almost at 500, folks. If I could get that, I would be very appreciative. I'm trying to get to the point where, both. I'm trying to get to the point where I'm making some money on this. I'm trying to make this a more professional thing because I do have some projects planned that I'm working on, and I would love to have more people paying attention. So here we go for this clip. And thank you if you follow me.
Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself.
Well, first tonight at 6 o'clock, we are learning more now about a man accused of threatening someone with a knife last night in Albany. A man reportedly in the country illegally who the Albany County Sheriff says tried to stab the U.S. Attorney, John Sarcone III. CBS 6's Emma Quinn is live for us in Albany, getting details and reaction. Emma, I know you're following us all day long. What's the latest?
Well, Greg, what we do know is that U.S. Attorney Sarcone III was not targeted in the attack. The suspect, 40-year-old Saul Morales-Garcia, was arraigned in Albany City Court this morning. He faces several charges that include attempted murder and criminal possession of a weapon, both felony charges. Sheriff Craig Apple says U.S. Attorney Sarcone called him last night in the midst of the attack.
He said he lunged at him again with a knife, and he's dragging the knife over his throat, that he's going to kill him. And
he's believed to be from El Salvador. Sheriff Apple says when deputies arrested him, he had this knife and a backpack.
Subsequently, we found out that he's here illegally, had been here from Georgia for about the last 3-4 years, 5 years maybe at most. That he had been thrown out of the country once before and came back and was hanging in the Georgia area.
Sheriff Apple says ICE is in the process of getting a criminal warrant for Morales-Garcia. Reaction poured in from political leaders across New York. Albany Mayor Kathy Sheehan said, if you commit a violent crime in the city of Albany, we will find you, arrest you, and do everything we can to hold you accountable, regardless of where you're from. Paul Bergdorf, the Albany County Minority Deputy County Legislator, says the attack stems from Albany's sanctuary city policy.
This is the third instance of death, rape, and violent attack by a criminal alien in the city of Albany in the past year and a half. I don't know what it's going to take for the city of Albany to wake up and realize that by being a sanctuary city, these folks are coming here with the belief that they will never be caught.
The attempted stabbing comes days after 2 Minnesota lawmakers were shot at home, one killed.
I think that I may be a little bit partisan here, but people on the left calling people fascists and talking about the end of government has driven people to very, very bad personal activities. So I think it's up to the progressives and the radical left to turn down the temperature so that everybody can go about and lead a peaceful life.
A spokesperson from the FBI tells me they're working with state and local partners to determine if federal charges are appropriate here. In the meantime, Morales-Garcia will remain behind bars at the Albany County Jail. He has a court appearance in Albany City Court on Monday morning. Live in Albany, Emma Quinn, CBS 6 News.
We had this situation. I mean, you have to admit, it really is a situation on this. I mean, this guy, he didn't injure Sarcone, who fled into the hotel. Okay, the first time, who fled into the hotel on Lodge Street and called Sheriff Craig Apple just before 10 p.m. He then went back on the street and called Garcia Morales in order to stop the migrant from fleeing the scene, believed an innocent person would be taken out if he wasn't apprehended. But before law enforcement arrived, Morales-Garcia charged at Sarcone again, screaming and yelling at him in a foreign language, probably Spanish, while wielding the knife to make a splitting the throat gesture, prosecutors said. Sarcone again ran to the lobby of the Hilton, where Morales-Garcia stopped, turned, and began to walk away, but was arrested when sheriff's deputies arrived. He was taken into custody and the knife was recovered. I mean, he unlawfully re-entered the U.S. in 2021, has been charged with attempted murder, felony weapons possession, and menacing, according to court documents. He's been arraigned, pleaded not guilty, being held without bond. And he says, I'm a resident of the city of Albany, and I don't feel safe to go out for a walk and cigar near the state capitol. And the sheriff praised Sarcone and said his selfless actions likely saved lives. This is the kind of thing that is going on in this country. And this is a U.S. attorney that was attacked. And it makes you wonder if this is one of those things. But let me tell you, here's another thing about this Morales-Garcia fella. He was convicted in Georgia 2022 for DUI, driving without a license, currently has an active warrant in Forsyth County for failure to appear in court that year. Arrested in Virginia 2023 by U.S. Park Police on federal property for disorderly conduct, while he was charged with retail theft in Philadelphia last year. And this guy's still walking the streets. We need to end this silliness. We really do. We need to end this silliness. People's lives are at risk because of this. And it keeps happening. And yet the Democrats keep defending these people. It just needs to come to an end. But I thought I'd bring this story to your attention. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. And please hit like and subscribe. Share this. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. So, folks, that's the story that I wanted to bring you on this video. And I just wanted to say thank you again for coming by. Well, hit like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff if you don't mind. Help me out. So, y'all have a good day now.